Dear Professor and faculty member, my name is Sukma Meganova Effendi. I'm a doctoral student in Rajamangala University of Technology, Tanyapuri. I want to present my homework about electropneumatic system controlled by PLC and the signal flow using cascade configuration A plus, B plus, B minus, and A minus. This is the outcome of this homework. The basic diagram of electropneumatic system controlled by PLC with signal flow using cascade configuration of two double acting cylinder for A plus, B minus, and A minus. This is the simulation in FluidSim and this is the real hardware. This is the PLC module and this is the electropneumatic module. What is the electropneumatic? Pneumatic circuit can be controlled by electric circuits. The interface between these two circuits is a solenoid valve. Solenoid valves performs the same function as normal pneumatic valves, but they are operated electrically. Inside the solenoid valve, there is a coil of wire through which an electric current is passed. It produces a magnetic field which attracts an iron armature. The movement of the armature operates the valve. In this picture, the solenoid operation off. When the electric current is not flowing, a spring pushes the iron armature out of the coil. A seal connected to the armature blocks port 1. Air can flow between ports 2 and 3. And in the solenoid operation on, when current flows, the iron armature is attracted into the coil by a magnetic field. The spring pressure is overcome and the seal moves to block port 3. Air can flow between port 1 and to port 2. And when the solenoid valve is on, an electric current will flow through the coil. When current flows through the coil, the iron armature is attracted by magnetism. The solenoid has control of the valve. Port 1 is connected to port 2 and air flows to inflate the soft robot. And when the solenoid valve is off, the coil is de-energized and the spring has control of the valve. Port 2 is connected to port 3 and air flows out of the soft robot. This is a component that used in this homework. The first is air service unit, push button electronics, limit switch electronics, 5 divided by 2-way double solenoid valve, double acting cylinder, flow control valve, and PLC Omron CP18XA 40DRA. This is the signal flow that using cascade configuration because in the signal flow is A plus, B minus, A minus. As we know that the cascade is determined by looking the signal flow, there is a same symbol, like in this one is B symbol, and the condition is plus and minus, B plus and B minus is near. the same symbol with the condition plus and minus is near. So we can separate, divide it in here, in the P plus between P minus. So there are two sections, two blocks, or two groups for this signal flow. This is the first group and this is the second group. It separates between the P plus and P minus. And for this signal flow, this is the input, this is the output, and the signal flow is start from the push button start. When the push button start is pressed, then the output will be A plus, cylinder A will going forward. After that, reach the limit switch A1, it will make the cylinder B is going forward or B plus. And then after that, reach the cylinder reach the limit switch B1, then make the cylinder B is going backward or B minus. And then after cylinder B reach the limit switch B0, then the cylinder A will going backward, and it means the cylinder A is reached limit switch A0. And then we'll move again, start from the push button start is pressed. And then this is the basic concept of cascade diagram. Like we see in the previous slide, there are two groups. So the concept is like this one. This is the start button, and then there is normally close contact, and there is a normally close contact here, and this is the coil of relay 1. Because only two groups, we only use one relay. And this is for latching, normally open contact relay 1, and this is also for the group 1. This is for normally open contact relay 1, and this is for the group 2, normally closed contact relay 1. This is I took from the book of Pneumatic System from Professor De Groot many times. And this is the electropneumatic diagram that I made in the fluid sim. This is the symbol of double acting cylinder with two positions, A0 from limit switch A0, and this is A1 from limit switch A1. And this is also cylinder B with two positions, B0 and B1. And this is there are four flow control valve that will make the cylinder move slowly. And then this is the double solenoid valve, 5 divided by 2 way, 5 for 2 way, because there are 2 rooms and 5 holes. And this is the symbol when the solenoid valve is electrically operated. And this is the air service unit. And this is for the electric circuit from the basic concept of two group cascade diagram. There are two groups here. This is the start from start button, and this is the limit switch A0, limit switch 1, and this is P1 from limit switch 4, and this is the coil from relay 1, and this is the latching normally using normally open relay, normally open contact relay 1, and this is for the group 1, the normally open relay 1 after the coil is active, Then the normally open here will be closed and activate the solenoid Y1. And after the cylinder A reach the limit switch A1 or limit switch 2, then activate the solenoid Y3 here. A plus going forward with the limit switch A1, Y3 will active, cylinder B will going forward, and then the last group here from the normally closed contact relay 1 will activate the solenoid Y4. It means will activate here, and then the cylinder B will going backward, and after that, after cylinder B reach limit switch B0 or limit switch 3, the solenoid Y2 will active. Solenoid 2 here active, so cylinder A will going backward. I will show after this in the simulation. So this is for the detail of the cascade diagram. This is for the block 1, group 1, and this is group 2. This is press the start and then the relay is active, then the relay normally open contact will close, then the solenoid Y1 will active. It means A plus, and then after reach the A1, this is A1, limit switch 2, then activate the solenoid Y3, it means B plus for the group 1, and the group 2 is only move the cylinder to going backward. This is from releasing the relay, normally closed relay 1 will activate the solenoid Y4, or it means B minus, and after reach the B0 limit switch 3, then activate the solenoid Y2, it means A minus, the cylinder A going backward. And this is the working flow. The first, all cylinder is on minimum position. And then the second, after press the start, then the signal is A plus. The cylinder A moves to the maximum position and reaches limit switch A1. Cylinder B still on the minimum position. And then the next working flow for B plus, after cylinder A going to maximum position, then B moves to the maximum position to reach the limit switch B1. After that, the signal flow is B minus. After cylinder A going forward, B going forward, then for B minus, cylinder B will going backward and reach limit switch B0. It means cylinder A still on the maximum position and cylinder B moves to the minimum position. And then for the last is for A minus, after the cylinder B is standby on minimum position, then cylinder A will going backward or move to minimum position and reach limit switch A0. In this homework is using PLC Omron CP1H XA40DR AIO. This is from the front side and this is back side. In the back side there is a CJ unit adapter connector here. And in the front side there are battery cover here And this is the operation indicator, power, and so on. And then this is the peripheral USB port. This is 7-segment LED display. This is the analog control. This is the external analog settings input connector. And this is the dip switch. This is the built-in analog I/O terminal block. This is the built-in analog input switch. And this is the memory cassette slot. And this part and this also the terminal block, it can be removable. And then this here there are output indicators, and in this one this is the input indicator. And then this is the option port slot. This is for slot 1 and slot 2. And this is for expansion unit and expansion I/O unit connector. So this is the detail of the input terminal. There is COM, and this is the address of the input that we can use, the input terminal, and this is for the output terminal. So, and also there is a COM in the output terminal. And then for this PLC Omron, this type is used CP18XA40DR-AIO. It means that the XA40, this means XA is the class built-in analog I/O terminal, and 40 it means number of built-in number I/O points. This is 40 I/O points. And then for the R here, this is for output classification. In this type is relay output, and then there is type A here. This is for the power supply is AC. So in this type CP18X, the memory capacity is 20 kilosteps. High speed counter is 100 kilohertz for axis. Push output is 100 kilohertz for axis. And the models with transistor output only. The power supply, this type is AC power supply. Output method is relay output. And the model is CP18X40DLA. And this is the wiring diagram. This is the PLC. There is, this is the input and this is the output. There are line, neutral, COM, and this is the input that use address input for start 0.00, for A0 limit switch 1 0.01, and for limit switch A1 limit switch 2 the address is 0.02, and for limit switch 3 A2 using 0.03, and then the limit switch 4 or A3 using address 0.04. And this is the power line, this is line, this is neutral, this is 24, and this is ground. And this is for the output, the COM pin, and there are 4 pins that used for solenoid Y1, Y2, Y3, and Y4. For Y1, the address is 100.00. For solenoid Y2 is 100.01, and for solenoid Y3 is 100.02, and for solenoid Y4 using 100.03, and this is the connection to the power come to the ground, and this is for the solenoid to the 24 volt. And this is the ladder diagram that I made for the PLC. This is just making from this electric circuit and then convert into the ladder diagram. This is from the start button, is normally open. The symbol like this is normally open and this one is normally closed, just like in this electric circuit. The start button normally open, limit switch 1 A0 is normally open. This looks like normally closed because already connect in the standby condition. And this is the address for the input. Start is 0.00, limit switch 1 is 0.01, and this is latching from the relay. This is the contact. This is the output relay. I use address is 200.00, and this is for non-activate the relay 1 using the limit switch 4. So using the normally close contact of limit switch 4. And then this is the relay. After relay 1 normally open is active, then we'll activate the solenoid Y1, and after that, after reach the limit switch 2 or A1 with the address is 0.02, we'll activate the solenoid Y3 or B plus. And then after that, after the relay is non-activate, the normally close contact here of the relay will activate the solenoid Y4, and also the normally close here, the limit switch 3 with address 0.03 will activate the solenoid Y2. This is just convert from this electric circuit. Start, limit switch 1, normally open, limit switch 4, normally close, and then there is a latching here, NO contact relay 1, and for the group 1, there is a NO relay 1 here, and this is the output, solenoid Y1, and this is normally open, limit switch 2, like this one, activate the solenoid Y3, then in this group 2, normally close contact relay 1, then activate the solenoid Y4, and there is a parallel here from limit switch 3, normally close, like in this part, activate the solenoid Y2. And I will show the simulation in the fluid sim. I press the start, then cylinder A going forward because of the relay 1 NO become closed. Then after reach limit switch A1, cylinder B will going forward, because of the solenoid Y3. And then after that, the normally closed contact relay 1 will active and activate solenoid Y4. This one, cylinder B going backward, and after reach limit switch B0, then we'll make the cylinder A going backward because the solenoid Y2 is active. I will show once again. Push button start, A going forward. It moves slowly because of the flow control valve here. After that, cylinder B going forward. And then cylinder B going backward. And after that, cylinder A will going backward. I just stop this simulation and I will show the real hardware. Like in this video, this is the window of the CX programmer. This is for program the PLC Omron that I use. This is the ladder diagram, and I will show the video. This is
ชื่ออะไรมาเล่นต่ออะไรวะออลิแฟนน้องเรียนใหม่
this is the address for input, output, and also the relay that I use in this program, the PLC program, like I explained before. This is input and this is output.
แบบเปลี่ยนชื่อนี่มัน
This
ตัว
is
เล็
the
กลง
relay K1.
เขาก็ตัวเล็กลงนะเขาผอมลงนะแล้วเอากาวไปเก็บแบบเอาไว้ที่ก่อน
This is the pin, the connector for output PLC. And this is for input PLC, connector for input PLC.
จะสแกนนิ้วไม่ได้จะเอาตาช้างเปิดนิ้วแกะอยู่หรือไง
And this is the electropneumatic module. This is the cylinder, this is the solenoid valve, limit switch, and this is the flow control valve. This I connected the cable connected from the PLC to my computer. Power on. And this is the way I upload the program or in this application. The name is download from computer to PLC. Using transfer to PLC icon. Just download the program PLC. Then after that, it's ready to operate. Just open the airflow, open compressor. Ready to, then I press the start button. You can see here, when I press the start, will be green color, and cylinder A going forward, cylinder B going forward, cylinder C going backward, then the last cylinder A going I press stop. Cylinder A going forward, B forward, backward, and then A forward, B forward, backward, and A. Green one, it means the current is flow in the line. This is all my homework about the electropneumatic control by PLC. Thank you for watching.